just like magic, Andy's back inside.
Yes, well, they had to rip me away from that truck. I'm like, West Coast Tacos, I'm your new stalker.
It's like flatten the tires so we can do lunch out there.
Right.
Well, we're here now with Kevin Spencer. It's one of these situations where your accolades and your biography would be longer than the amount of time we can talk. You are critically acclaimed, internationally acclaimed. Do you prefer magician or illusionist?
Either one.
What?
If you say an illusionist, I make a little money.
Okay.
Illusionists make more money than magicians do, so we all have a tendency.
Master illusionist.
Okay,
And if you add master to it, I'm just way there. Yeah.
Sweet.
Exactly. So, but it's not Hocus Pocus, it's Hocus Focus. How'd that come about?
You know, I have a program called Healing of Magic that works in hospitals and rehab centers with strokes, accidents, spinal cord injuries, that sort of thing. We're in about 2,500 hospitals and rehab centers in 30 countries. A really cool program. But I started working with a lot of children that had sensory integration disorders or autism, a lot of different kinds of learning disabilities. And what we found is by teaching them simple little magic tricks, not, you know, the huge stuff that we run around the country in, but simple things that use rubber bands, paper clips, pieces of paper, money, pencils, all of that sort of thing, that we do two things. One, it increases their self-awareness, their self-esteem. They now have the ability to do something the normal able-bodied kid can't do.
Okay.
And that's such a tremendous boost to their personal self-esteem that it really does motivate them in all of these other areas of their education. But the other thing that we found is by tapping into their creative process, giving them things that they can see, hear, and do, help them with cognitive skills, processing, following directions, sequencing, organizing tasks and movements, critical thinking, problem solving, the things that they struggle with. But for some kids that have ADHD, just the ability to focus long enough to move through that.
Real challenge.
But they want to learn the trick.
Okay.
So it's all about learning the trick.
So you actually show them how to do a trick.
We do. The curriculum is 11 lesson plans for the teachers that tie in both academically and functionally. So there's, it falls right into the national standards of learning. They can bring it in and teach about gravity or the 4 phases of matter or math or all of those sort of things. But it's just fun.
Yeah.
And that's
Exactly.
That's the big part. You want to learn something?
Yeah,
Please,
absolutely.
please.
This is one of my favorites.
Okay.
Rubber bands. Goes like this. The rubber band is right here on these 2 fingers, just like this.
Okay.
I'm already going to screw this up.
No,
right.
And so it's right here, and when we wave our hand, the rubber band jumps to the other side.
No, it doesn't.
Or you shoot it across the room.
Which I'm more apt to do with a rubber band.
Let me show it to the camera one time. Right over here?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes? All right, so the rubber
Right.
band is right here. Here's the secret move. When I turn my hand this way, what I'm really doing is putting all 4 fingers right down inside the rubber band. That's what we would call the cheater part of what we do.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you pull it out, all 4 fingers go in like this, and now all you have to do is open your hand.
Hey!
Hey! And that's my favorite word, see? Now picture this for a child that's autistic or has a really low self-esteem. And all of a sudden they do this trick, and inevitably it always happens that you show them the trick, and they go, oh, that's really cool, I couldn't do that. And then when you teach them, and it works,
Well,
they just
did
go,
the second time.
oh my gosh, show me another one. So this is what we would call, you know, simple, very simple, 2-3 steps, but it's fine and gross motor skills. It's flexion and extension of the fingers, which for some children who have Down syndrome, this becomes a very difficult task. So this is a great way to work these fine muscles, and then what we call ab and abduction of the fingers, pinch, pull, so it's all of the fine and motor skills that they're looking for. But cognitively, it also helps them with following those simple directions, and then we make it harder. We'll do something like this, where we put the rubber band across the tops of their fingers. So now the rubber band, it's trapped. There's no way that thing's coming off. It's the same exact moves. It's here, and when you wave your hand, the rubber band still jumps to the other side. So now the geometry and the science all start to come in, and you see this common shared area where the rubber band shares this place.
It's a super neat concept, but why did you want to do this? Why was this something important for you? And I'm guessing your wife, who works with you, may have had a hand in it as well.
You know, I think because having worked with these children in hospitals for so long, you move them from an environment they're comfortable in to an environment where now they feel like they're being treated. And I don't think that autism or ADHD, any sort of learning disability, is something that a child should be embarrassed about. Children already struggle enough with self-esteem and self-development and self-determination that what this program does is it helps to key in on their strengths and then uses those strengths to move them into a positive direction. Some of the most creative children I have ever worked with are those on the autism spectrum.
Really?
They're amazing. I used to think they were not aware of what was going on around them, but the thing is they're hyper aware of what's going on around them. And doing magic for a child with autism, they see all of the subtleties and they go, yeah? Like, you just cut that lady in half and they go, I saw exactly how that worked. You know, it takes us to like look beyond that. There's some really great research going on right now in Phoenix, Arizona at the Barrows Neurological Institute. And it's magic-based. Cognitive researchers are working with magicians to see how magic affects perception and attention and awareness, and they're hoping that what they learn from magicians will help them better understand and treat and diagnose things like ADHD, Alzheimer's, autism, because magic has a tendency to jump perception. You fill in the blanks, but on somebody with ADHD or autism, they don't fill in the blanks. They just kind of see it along the spectrum and they go, oh. So working with them is absolutely amazing.
Well, it's been amazing to have you on. You're going to stick around, right?
Yeah.
You do some more for us?
Absolutely. I got some fun things to teach you.
Okay. Well, it's going to take you the better part of the day to perfect that. But you have a website as well, right?
Yes, we do.
All this information?
Yeah, hocusfocuseducation.com.
All right, we're going to link that to the INDYSTYLE.tv website.
Thanks so much.
That's what I always do with rubber bands. When we come back, much more Indie Style. Don't go away. Kevin Spencer of the Spencer Studio Illusion is back to maybe show us a little more. I know there are limitations for magicians to expose the tricks and illusions.
You can't show us all the tricks.
No, you know, and I am the luckiest guy in the world. I have the best. I know you guys, we all say it when we love our jobs, but I have the best job in the world.
If you had West Coast tacos, you would probably.
Listen, I tried to stop at the taco truck on the way in, and it's like, no, you're through that door.
You're like,
It's like, oh gosh, but I noticed the taco over there, so.
Yeah, you can get some to go.
I'm gonna have to.
Absolutely,
sure.
and make them disappear like Andy did. But again, simple, everyday objects, amazing kids and teachers alike.
You know what we wanted to do with this program is we wanted to make sure that schools weren't having to spend a ton of money. So all of the supplies that you use in the Hocus Focus program you can pick up for $5 at any Kmart, Walmart, drugstore. It's just rubber bands, paper clips, pieces of rope. These are more fancy ropes, but you know, clothesline rope that you can buy like 300 feet.
Sure, exactly.
$2.99.
Yeah. That's right. Really affordable.
Chop it up, put it all together. One of the tricks that I brought magic wands because these are always fun.
Yay.
These are yours. Okay. One of the tricks that we teach with when we hit the science part and we start talking about gravity is, and if you do this with their pencil, you go this way, and then.
So. Whoops.
Sorry. But you gotta be smooth, right?
You do, and then it kind of floats around like this. And of course, oh, see, Ed's got it great. And of course, it's that little secret.
That little.
Yeah.
But you got to be smooth getting the finger there, right?
Right. It's all about kind of coming up like this and then hiding the fingers. It goes in.
And then you got to do the.
You got to do the
be demonstrative.
If you don't get the sound effects, it's just not magical.
It's just not. That's right.
At all. Not at all. I want to teach you this one because magic is always more fun with money.
Yes, it is.
So if you can make more appear, that's
for sure.
So I brought some ones. This is actually one of my favorite tricks. My wife sends me out, and I don't get a lot of money. I think this time I've got $5 bills, and we could actually do this with fives. But this is always a lot more fun. Watch really close. Ones. This is when it becomes exciting.
What? Okay. I've got some ones here.
Yeah, exactly.
Fine, Jason, give me some ones.
So we're just gonna do this with $100 bills because this will be so much more fun with hundreds.
We got less than a minute, so if you can.
Oh,
sorry.
All right, that's okay. I'll do it really, really quick. This is another lesson on gravity. Paper clips go on top, and they do this with paper rather than $100 bills. And then. So they're here, they don't touch anywhere, they're on opposite sides of the bill, and then you give this a little tug like this, and they jump up in the air.
Neat. And they're connected.
Because no teachers have $100 bills either, right?
No.
Remind people again your website and where you can be seen.
For this project, it's hocusfocuseducation.com. For the show, if they want to follow us on Facebook, it's spencersmagic.com.
All right.
Awesome. We're going to link to that on our website. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
I'm going to try and amaze my kids this afternoon.
That's right. Now,
here you
so
go.
much.
Now, show me that trick with,
We're going with the
ones and the hundreds.
We're going to make Indie Irish Fest up here tomorrow on Indie
These
Style.
are yours. So now here's what we do with this guy.